Hi, welcome to Jess Pinball. Today we're actually going to show you how to install a Pinball Life shaker motor into a Spike 2 pinball. So before we start, we need to put the playfield into the up position. Now, if you're not sure how to do that, I will post another video on that shortly. Now for today, to install the Pinball Life shaker motor, we'll go down into the bottom right hand corner. You can actually see the 4 holes are actually drilled there. That's done in the factory and there's T-nuts underneath. So this should be a quick, easy job and quick installation. And effectively we just plug it into this board over here. So it shouldn't take too long to do. Okay, to kick it off, I have got the shaker motor already out. Now effectively it just goes in. It's in that way. So what you want to do is then line it up with the holes in the bottom. Now I'll just use a magnetic nut driver. Pulse the screw in place, and that lets me line up. Line up the holes and go straight into the hole. This is quite a quick, easy sort of installation and really should take no more than 5 minutes. It's something that anyone can do. Now, one thing you do need to be careful of, if you put too much pressure on it, it'll actually pop the T-nut out underneath. It's not a big issue because you can just put it back in again. And as they tighten up, they actually lock in to the base of the pinball machine. If you want to tighten this up nice and tight, so the last thing you need is the shaker motor to move around and vibrate when it's actually working. Okay, that's locked in. Now the one thing I should mention as well, make sure the wiring harness is actually at the front, or I guess back of the machine, towards the back. So that way the wires feed out and they make their way across over to here where the circuit board is. Okay, the next stage now is to put the cover on. It's important to put the cover on because when this actually spins, if someone has their fingers in there, it can get quite dangerous. So I should try to keep my cable off to the side because the last thing you want is the rotor to actually start hitting the cable. Now on this machine, it's actually quite a tight fit. So I'm going to bring that in. Oops, get the camera there. It goes in and over. Like I said, this one is quite a tight fit. And then line up the holes on the top here, 1, 2. Then use my nut driver, and these are the shorter screws, so that it comes with 4 longer screws, which is to go into the base. And these 2 shorter screws, if we can line it up, is to hold the lid in place. Again, just sort of tighten that in. Don't need to over tighten it, but you want to make sure it's not going to come loose. Keeping in mind this will spin around. From there, I just like to lock in the cable into the cable locks. And then all the way along the back. See that? So from there, I'll put the cable into these cable locks on the back. And then run it across to the cabinet node board down in the bottom left hand corner. Okay, now I have the cable locked in all the way along the back. From there, we'll take the connector and it goes into the cabinet node board. Now, firstly, make sure your machine's turned off. Never plug anything into any of your node boards or any connectors with a live machine. So we've got the machine off at the moment, and also check that the connector is keyed. So there's a little plug in there to stop you misaligning it. So for this machine, go straight in here, plugs in. Now we're installed. It is important to know you need to use the right shaker motor for Spike 2. This is a Pinball Life shaker motor. Just tend to use them because they're a little bit cheaper. But keep in mind there's also the genuine Stern shaker motors available. So quick recap. We've installed the shaker motor down in there, run the cable out to the side, put the cover on. We've clipped in along the back here and then made our way into the node board, which is the cabinet node board, ensuring we get into the correct cable. Okay, I've now got the playfield down into the resting position and I've turned on the machine. So what I like to do here is actually test the shaker motor before I start. So come down to the menu buttons, focus, click on that once, twice, which then brings up the service menu. Now I move across using the volume up. Too far, it gets me into coil. Then press the enter button into coil test. Actually move through until I get to, not too far. Right, buttons are really tight on this machine. To get the shaker motor. And then what I do is I come across, just hit the start button. We start to get it firing up. So we know that's working. Oh well, thanks for watching my video. If you like the video, please hit like. If you'd like to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. We'll have more videos soon.